Hello guys, and welcome to EllAstrology. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's something completely different to the usual astrology topics that I talk about. So this is basically my theory on how soul groups work. So for you that do not know what soul groups are, in the esoteric world we believe that most of us belong to a certain soul group and that we travel throughout our lives meeting the people that also belong in our soul group, and that is why we have connections with certain people and that we just cannot connect with other people at all. Now the reason we connect deeply with some people is because it could be that they're part of our soul group, and the reason that there are people like strangers in our lives who we never ever meet and they just pass by us, it's because those people are basically part of a different soul group and a different part of a soul group that we will never ever see and never ever get into contact with. Now, I've heard a lot of people argue about soul groups before. A lot of people say, how can soul groups exist if some people, for example, will be in a relationship and then there are people in the one person's life that the other person just does not get along with or is just not bothered with. However, then there are mutual people and friends that they'll get along with together. Now, my theory is mainly based on two different things. The first thing will be the 6 degrees of separation. The other thing will be this image that is the seed of life. This is a very well-known sacred geometry image. So firstly, I'm going to talk about how the 6 degrees of separation correlate with the seed of life. So the seed of life is basically made out of 6 separate circles. So the 6 degrees of separation basically means that for every 6 people that we meet, one of those people will know somebody that we know. So that is why throughout life you will find that you will meet people that know other people that you know. Then there are also the people that don't know anybody that you know. However, this is mainly due to the theory of the 6 degrees of separation. Now, I find that a really good way to explain the 6 degrees of separation in soul groups is through the image of the seed of life. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight into explaining to you guys how it works. So I basically drew this image, which is the seed of life. Now, to be honest with you guys, I cannot draw to save my life. So if any of you guys do want to tell me in the comments how terrible my artistry skills are, please go ahead. I'm fully aware of it. So this is basically my little attempt at drawing the seed of life. And as you can see, you've got the 6 different circles all here. Oh, also just excuse my casted finger. I actually caught my finger in the corridor this week and I smashed it and fractured it. So yeah. So as you guys can see, I numbered each circle separately. So that is 1, that is 2, that is 3, that is 4, that is 5, and that is 6. So I'm basically just gonna go right into explaining this for you guys. So let's say I am soul group 1. Let's say soul group 2 is Mary. Soul group 3 is John. Soul group 4 is Lisa. Soul group 5 is Matthew. And soul group 6 is Don. So I'm only using random names right now, apart from mine, which is Ella. Just so that I can give you guys the idea. So if I am soul group 1, and all the people I have ever known are in this circle over here, and let's say I am in a relationship with Don, and all the people Don has ever known are in this circle over here. Now there will be people that I get along with that Don does not get along with, and there will be people that I connect with that Don does not connect with. Now, the people that I get along with and that Don does not get along with and does not connect with are in this area here. The people that Don gets along with that I don't get along with and don't connect with are in this area here. So as you can see, this area and this area are separate. They do not intertwine with each other. So that is how the 2 separate soul groups have their separate people, that do not end up intertwining with each other and that do not end up getting along with each other. Now, the people that me and Don do get along with and the people that me and Don both do connect with are located here. So that is where the two soul groups intertwine and become one. In this little area right over here. Now, because of this here, that is why me and Don met. That is why me and Don have a connection. That is why we basically share a part of a soul group. Now, we do not necessarily share the same soul group. We share a portion of the soul group because of how I've explained it here. Let's say, for example, that me and Mary, we have people that we connect with, but however, Don does not connect with these people. Now, the people that me and Mary connect with are right over here in this little section where the soul groups intertwine. Now, the people that Mary connects with that I don't connect with are in this area here. And as you can see, because this does not touch my soul group, I will never ever end up forming connections with those people because those are Mary's soul group people. However, there are a couple of people in Mary's soul group that intertwines with my soul group. And thus, we become one and we have connections with each other. So when you look at my really badly drawn representation of the seed of life, you can see how the areas where the circles intertwine with each other are the soul groups that get shared with each other, and that is how connections, interactions, and relationships are formed. The areas where the soul groups are separated from each other, that is the part of the soul group that it does not get shared with anyone else and it is unique to who you are. Now, you can basically in retrospect say that there are 6 separate soul groups in total due to the 6 degrees of separation. And these 6 soul groups do come together and intertwine with each other, like I said, in the shape of the seed of life. And there are areas where some soul groups might connect with the other soul groups and form connections with each other. And then there are areas where they won't with each other. And that is basically because of this representation. So this basically shows how we are all connected as one, however, not completely so. So in some parts of us, we connect with other people. In some parts of us, we don't. And that is basically my theory on soul groups. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to add anything or debate with me regarding my theory on soul groups, please let me know in the comments. I'm always up to discussions and debates. And if you want to see some more spiritual and astrology related content, definitely hit that subscribe button. I will be adding the links to my social medias and my Fiverr page below if you guys want to follow me or perhaps get a reading from me. And I do hope you guys stay well and stay blessed and have an amazing day. See you guys next time.